I am a dice goblin. I would actually categorize myself as a dice dragon. I have a giant hoard of hundreds of dice, but today I'm going to show you my top favorite dice that I keep in a very special pouch. Let's take a look. So I have on my table several sets of my favorite dice, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them one by one and kind of show you where I got them, like what I think about them, you know, why I consider them special to me, because there's a lot of different reasons for each set of these die. So for the first set here, I figured we'll talk about one of my favorite sets, and that's this video cassette dice from 1985 games. This was a Kickstarter, and I actually don't usually keep them in this box case, but it's really cool. It's a great display. And inside of them, I think these ones are called the Surge dice. Now there's several different sets, and each one of them has a special design. And these ones I really like a lot because they've kind of got this navy with this, it almost looks like crinkled up VHS tape inside of it. I don't know if it's easy to catch on camera, but I'll try to bring it a little bit closer here. So I'm going to have a link below. It is an affiliate link, so if you want to check out their Kickstarter and pre-order them, that would be super cool. I would really appreciate it. The one thing I will say is, while I've figured it out, it does take me a second to get them in and out of the case, so I usually keep them in a separate little baggie. But yeah, this is the first set of dice. Now on to dice set number 2. This is a set that was given to me by a friend, and they're called Feywild Honey. I think it's really cool. And so they're not sharp edged or anything. They're kind of like the more standard resin, but they have a really beautiful look to them. As you can see, they kind of have this deep amber color, and when the light hits them just right, they kind of have this purplish hue to them. It's really quite beautiful. Honestly, I don't use these as much as I probably should, because I really like the way that purple shine comes out when the dice hits them just right. But yeah, this set was gifted to me by one of my players, and honestly, a really cool set. The packaging, I just love this little honey jar. Really nice. Now this next one is really interesting, and it's one that I don't really use in my games that often. So as you can see, this next one is a D100, and it's like really hefty. I mean, I don't know exactly how much it weighs, but like it would do damage to this table very easily. Now, the reason that I don't use this one, I mean, on top of it's a D100, so really you don't really have to use them that often, but I find that many of the single die D100s like this, like not the percentile die, they roll very skewed towards the center area. Like it tends to roll on these 3 or 4 lines here. So while yes, it's going to give you a random number, these ones on the ends are way less likely to happen, just because it kind of tends to roll in a ball like this. So I think it's fun. I carry it with me to game night. We use it every now and again, but one time they were in a Magic Surge area, and almost every single roll, we ended up getting, for some reason, I think we ended up getting like 51, 54, and 55, or something like that. Several times the wizard's hair fell out and he turned blue. And this happened multiple times, to the point where we thought it was comical. Oh, and a fireball went off. That was also a very common one that we were rolling with this. So fun. I like it. It's on Amazon. I can't recommend it for use, but it is a fun piece to have. I would say that these next two are a lot of fun, but I doubt very many people have them. These next two are dice from the Magic the Gathering set. So for those of you who don't know, Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast, and I think Wizards of the Coast make both Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons. And so when you bought the Magic the Gathering set that was based off of Dungeons and Dragons, you got these D20. Now, these are different than the normal D20s that come from Magic the Gathering sets, because those ones are what are called spin down, where it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it will go all the way around in order until you get to the other side and it's a 20. But with these, they actually made them so that they're like standard die, which standard D20s, they go 1, 20, and then they'll go, you know, like, and 2, 19. The way that standard die go is that the opposite sides add up to 21. So 19, 2, 21, 1, 20, 21. So that's a standard D20. I think it's for just general randomness, so that when you roll, it's kind of easier to get a random number versus if you had a spin down, one side's going to be higher, one side's going to be lower. But yeah, these are, I would say that probably less people have these than most. And I like the size as well. They are a little bit bigger than normal. I don't know if you can tell comparatively to a normal D20. Let me get a normal one. So this is one of the Feywild die, and like, as you can see, it's probably twice as big. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think I'm gonna save the best for last, which is a set that I think no one else in the world has. But before we get to that, I'm gonna show you probably one of my most expensive sets of dice. These are my Gemstone dice, and they are very pricey. I bought them for myself, and I've got 2 sets. I've got a rose quartz set, and I've got a opal set. Now, I will say, for people who are interested in Gemstone dice, there's something you should know. Gemstone dice are somewhat fragile. I had to learn this the hard way. If you look closely, you'll notice that I am missing the D4 from the opal set. I would carry them around. I didn't have like a washcloth or anything, or like I used to carry like shimmy cloths in there so they wouldn't shake around too much. But I think one time I was transporting them, I didn't have the special cloth in there to keep them from shaking around too much, and it actually, the D4 broke. It was very heartbroken. It's taken me a while to kind of get over it, but these are really cool and really fun. Unfortunately, because I feel like they're so fancy, I end up not using them very much because I'm afraid of breaking them or hurting them. So I guess that's something to consider if you're a travel DM like me. You have to move around stuff all the time. Maybe don't get a set that's so nice or so expensive that you feel bad about hurting it or breaking it. This next set was bought for me by another one of my players in my group, and they are very beautiful, sharp edge resin dice bought from Etsy. I'll hold them up close to the camera here so you can get a good look at them, but they are beautiful. Black and red with gold little filling inside of all of them, a little bit translucent so that like they kind of will cast a little bit of a red shadow or when the light shines through them. They are very pretty, super sharp. I have to say, like, I've had a lot of sharp resin dice, and these ones tend to be extremely pointy. Like, I feel like if I pressed a little bit too hard into the D4, it could draw a little blood. But isn't that just appropriate for these die as well? They're so beautiful. They've got this really beautiful kind of sanguine like look to them. I like them a lot. Really great gift. I like this next set a lot. I have to say, I don't like them aesthetically. They just more are personal to me and mean a lot to me sentimentally. This set right here was bought for me by my mom. Now, my mom is not into D&D. In fact, for quite a long time, she's probably a little anti-D&D, and she probably still is a little anti-D&D. But she got these for me for my birthday, and while they're not aesthetically my favorite, they mean a lot to me because of that. They have this, it might be hard to pick up on camera, but they've kind of got this octopus look to them. I don't know if you can really see. There's like octopus heads on each corner here, and their tentacles stretch down, and then they have the numbers all around them inlaid in red and gold dye, hollow metal as well. So you could probably hear that kind of as they were jingling. But yeah, hollow metal. Really, they are cool. They're very interesting, and I don't have another set like them. So for that alone, I think that they're a great add-on into my collection. But yeah, really sentimental for me. I really appreciate them a lot. And it was really special that my mom got them for me. So this next set was again bought for me by a friend. My friends know that I like dice, so they tend to get me a lot of dice when they're looking for a gift to get me. But yeah, these are the duck die. And what essentially here, I'll pick up the D6 so you can easily see it. Inside of each one is a little duck. Can you see him? Yeah, the 5, you know, what the 1 would probably be the most revealing, but I guess it depends on his orientation as well. But yeah, each little die is filled with a little ducky, and I think he's very cute. It's, again, another really great gift given to me by my friends. Yeah, look at that, the D4. Each one has a little duck inside of it. Again, they're really pretty. She actually asked me a question a few weeks before. She said, do you like pixies, do you like frogs, or do you like ducks? And I was like, I like this question. I'm going to go with ducks because I think ducks are cute. Do I regret my decision? No, absolutely not. But I kind of really want to complete the set as well by getting the other ones. But yeah, these are a really great set. I like the fact that these ones don't have sharp edges, so that's nice. It's nice to have dice that don't have edges that will cut you all the time. I think sharp edge dice are really cool, but I'm starting to appreciate the fact that the round ones are just a little bit easier to handle sometimes, especially the D4s. And then I have my liquid core set of dice. Now this set was bought for me by my brother over Christmas, and I have to say it is a really, really cool and unique set of die. So the cool thing about these die is they actually have little liquid cores inside of all of them, and those cores are filled with glitter and liquid and other like materials to make it look like it's moving and sparkling and glittering. Really a great effect, I have to say. Really, really cool die. I'm also going to use the word die and dice interchangeably because my brain is broken when thinking about dice, so just to let you know. Now the effect is better in some of them than others, but as you can see, I mean, it's just really cool. So these dice also came in this really nice little bag. that it makes them really easy to carry. This next set of dice is really special to me because a fellow creator on TikTok reached out to me and they said, hey, I'm a fan of your work and I would love to send you a set of dice. Would you like a set? And I said, of course. So the fact that they reached out to me when I was such a small creator, I think I had less than 30,000 followers at the time on TikTok, and they wanted to make me a special set of dice, that meant so much to me. And because of that, they are one of my favorite sets today. They said, hey, what kind of character are you playing right now? I want to make a set of dice made specifically for that character. I was playing an ice wizard, and so they made me this set. Let me show them to you. So this set right here is a custom set. They are they're kind of this, so because they were an ice evocation wizard, they made them kind of this little translucent blue white with silver flecks inside. As you can see, really beautiful. It kind of has this icy look to it. I can't believe that they were able to pull this look off so well. It kind of looks like a mini glacier when you really kind of look into the details. And while these ones are sharp, honestly, they're not as sharp as these ones. So I think for that reason, I like the shape of these just a teeny bit more, as they're like, again, really, they have these sleek edges, but they're just not so sharp that they're going to cut my hands when I pick them up. But yeah, I have to say that these are probably the most important set of dice to me so far, because they just marked a really important time of somebody believing in me. Even when I was a small creator, it meant so much to me. But I have to be honest, not every single set of dice that I've ever owned mean anything to me. This whole giant bag of hundreds of dice, most of them came from bulk bags on Amazon. Yeah, we use these a lot. Like when you're rolling fireball damage, it's easier to just grab a handful of D6s out of this thing than it is to pick out your favorites. But what was your favorite dice set in this video? If you want to check any of them out, I have them all linked in the description below. The only one that gives me any kind of kickback is the 1985 game set. Aside from that, they're all just random links that I found online, so you're welcome to check them out. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Good luck out there, adventurer.